first of all, I want to create a design that reaches from the floor until the ceiling for the social area design. So first of all, I'm gonna create a line. And I'll change the height afterwards. So like this. And then I'm gonna go to the vertices. I'm gonna change these vertices. I'm gonna fill it. For like a 500, and these two for like a 500 as well. So this is how I created this shape. And then I'm gonna add a shell. So I'll make it like a 2D. The amount is like, and then I'm gonna change the pivot point placement. So I'll do it in the corner. So I'll keep it right here. And then I'll do it array. So I will add like a 5 in here, and then the count will be a 72. Then click OK. And then this is how it look like. Then here in the middle, I'll add a seating type. So I'll go for the top. First, I'm gonna group them all. So I'm gonna create like a rectangle above it, and I'll change it like in the middle of these. So it's like in the middle, and then I'll convert it into editable SP line so I can change the edges. And then I'll go to vertices. I'll select all the vertices and then fillet them, because I want them like in an arch shape or in like a curvy shape. So like a 500 for example, like this. And then I'll shell. So, and then the amount will be like a 500. So this is the base, or this is the seating, and then I'll do again a one more one. So I can just shift and then I'll change the size of it. So like this. So I made it in the middle. So it is like this. And this is how I created my social area. So here will be the people were sitting, and then I will add like a table. So I'll change the color, like maybe I'll do it like this, and then these I'll change them into like this, and this one as well. So for here, we're gonna add like editable poly. And then I wanna add like here like a gap between these lines and these. So I will go to editable poly and then edges, and then I'll select this edge and this edge, and then I'll add a connect, and then 2, and the spacing will be like at 12, then OK, and then I'll add a connect another time, and then I'll press OK, and then for the polygon I press on these, and then bevel, and then I will create this kind of shape. Then I'll press OK, and then this is how it looks like. It looks like with all of the table around it. So here can people connect with each other, or they can collect their coffee and sit with the table. And these are the tables and the chairs that I did them. So for now I'm gonna do the seating, or the chair that I will use, and that will be like a basic wood chair to match my concept or the vibe of the movie. So first of all, I added like a box and added the dimension that I will use, and then I converted into editable into editable poly, and then I added this vertex, this edges. So, and then I'm gonna go to a poly. So first of all, I'm gonna add the legs. So I'll be using this, and then extrude. So I'll extrude it like about a 80. So this is the height of my chair, and then I'll gonna click on this and this, and then I extend it into, like, it's not a 80, but it's like a 50. Then I'll press OK. So this is how the back, and this is my chair. And then added more edges in here and in here, so I can add like more of polygon in here. So when I go to polygon and I press on these and then extrude them, like, how about that? The other one, this, and then extrude it the same, and then last but not least this one, and extrude it. And this is how my chair would be looking like. I will add more of the details and then I'll show you. So now I added some little details by a bevel. So as you can see in here in the chair and in the back of the chair, and even on the side and back. So for now I am doing the table that I will use in the cafe. So I just added this border for the top of the table, and I am doing the details for it. So I will add some edges. It will be like a wooden table, so it has some details in it. I'll not do it just a plain. So just let me add the so now we're gonna connect them by like a 3, and then we'll adjust them. can go for up a little, so that's it. And then we're gonna choose like this one. So and then I'll add extrude by minus, like minus 20. Like a little bit inside. So now I completed with the top of the table, and now I'm gonna design the legs. So for now I'm gonna draw the legs by lines. For leg, we're gonna start from here. Height will be like 80, so and then now we're gonna do it like a rendering. So to add a thickness for it, we're gonna like add the thickness of like 20. So I'll just move it into here, because it's a bit so far here in the center. So this is how it will be looking like, but not just this. Now I'm gonna add the other legs. So for this, I'm gonna just shift it, and then okay, and then I'm gonna rotate it. So I'll put it right in the middle, like here. Okay, so now it is in the middle. So now, as we can see, there's these beautiful lines into it, and this is how my table is looking like. The wall looking like, and this is the ceiling